It is the Saturday wrap for the end of May 2026, Saturday the 31st. And there's 5 months gone. I'm struggling to comprehend that. The year has just disappeared. It's an age thing. But there's lot happening. There's a hell of a lot happening anyway. So if you haven't seen this before, me burbling on about my week, the politics, the tech, the garden, and the weather. Anyway, so let's get on with it. The word or phrase of the week, and it is 26. Now I know there's a lot of other things that I could have chosen. There's a lot of politics going on and such like, but 26 are going to be the version numbers for all of Apple's OSs. Currently, they extend from 2 to 18. And in a bit of sensibleness, they have decided to bring them all together with next year. Because the operating systems will go into just after this time next year. So 26 for everything. I kind of like that, although 26 doesn't got the ring of 25, but what can you do? The app of the week, kind of limited. You have to have an iPad. Meta have released WhatsApp for the iPad. Currently still in beta, but or beta, as they say in the United States. No different to the current stable versions that are on various other devices. But if you were hoping for that, it's there, it works, it's free. You just sell your soul and all your information for it, which I do. The thing of the week, well, this is local politics and food. Those of you in the UK will know about Greggs, where you get your pasties and your sandwiches and your coffee and your lots of things. Anyway, Greggs in Pontypool were asking for planning permission to open a shop. I think it's on the main street. I could be wrong. And NHS Wales put in an objection to it because eating food and drink from Greggs is bad for you. Really? Really? Honestly. Unbelievable. Anyway, it failed. Greggs are going to open, or maybe already open. And this morning I had a Greggs coffee and a Greggs bacon roll with sausages in them. A gift. But nothing to do with this. Anyway, that's local politics for you in Wales. The song of the week. Last week it was a single. This week it's a single that wasn't released as part of an album, although is on compilations and further albums, whatever. It's the first single from Steve Harley, the late Steve Harley, and Cockney Rebel. It is a Judy Teen. 1974. The 70s were wonderful. Well, mostly wonderful. There were lots of different styles of music, but Steve Harley and Cockney Rebel, pure pop plus. I think he wore a kaftan or something like that in the video for it, but who knows? Anyway, 1974, Judy Teen, Steve Harley, Cockney Rebel. Saturday Beanoing in Newport, Saturday Beanoing in a very blowy Newport, doing videos, going back to pubs, ending up in Weird Dad's where Mr. Weird Dad was there, brewing and stuff. Yeah, I definitely need to go there more often. Sunday, change the bed, change the duvet. I'm now down to 4.5 tog. I think mainly because although it was hot during May, the winds are from the east and it got cold overnight. Anyway, doesn't really matter now. I'm on my summer duvet. All is changed. All is happy. And in the afternoon, I went to the project, 10% off for my drinks because I overshare them, to be perfectly honest. I really need to spend more Sunday afternoons there. It is very good, except not this week because gardening, etc., etc. Monday, head got shaved. And I had some homegrown lemon basil with my food. I think it was chips. Just sprinkled it over the top. It was great. Tuesday, went into the office, discovered that I hadn't shaved the whole of my head, and I got another office haircut. Just the extraneous bits again. Thank you to my colleagues who helped me out with that one. Also on Tuesday, 12 years of using Tumblr. Although at the moment they only get copied into the stuff that I put on micro.blog, rwnash.micro.blog, if you're interested. Wednesday, the drought was over. It rained a lot. It's supposed to be sunny at the moment, but it's a bit drizzly. Thursday, using ChatGPT as opposed to Copilot and ImageFX, which is part of Gemini, I believe. I wanted a quirky quiz. Relatively quirky, but it did knock it out in an Excel sheet. I should have asked it to put it straight into a PowerPoint with animations, but I did that manually, etc. Thursday, homegrown radishes with my tea. They were lovely and big, a little bit soft, so I should have stopped watering them and just let them sit there for a while. But I'm really pleased with them. They are great. Friday, possibly not today, because this is on Saturday, or not. Spoons. I had noticed their breakfast had the baked beans in a little ceramic pot, usually that you get things like sauces and coleslaw in. And I had an all-day brunch today, and the beans come in a little ceramic pot, which I'm not a great fan of. I think it's just more washing up. I know it's portion control, but the first thing you do is empty them on the plate. Well, I do anyway. However, they've changed their bacon supply, I think. The rashers are much bigger, and a bigger load of chips as well. Everything was fine. I had a 0.05% can of non-alcoholic Guinness, which was perfectly fine, if a little thin. And that's the way my week ended. Wasn't a bad week. I mean, there was a bank holiday on Monday. There was, and my week didn't get messed up, and etc. and etc. Anyway, hybrid Beano tomorrow. Planting out, which I was going to do on Monday, but Monday was a bit. Anyway, thank you for watching. Comments are, of course, very welcome wherever you see this. 8 minutes and a touch. Bye-bye.